I'm Alex Lippisch. I'm a commercial photographer, and I also recently, in the past few years, have gotten into color management. And it's gotten to a point now where I'm doing color management for other people. And Spike and I met on the job once, and he said, "Would you do a program?" So anyway, so here's some of my photography, but later in June we're going to be talking, I'll be talking about color management. So these are some of my favorite images. That's why they're here tonight. These are, as they say, you show the work, show the kind of work you'd like to get. So this is the kind of images. Some of these are jobs. This was actually a job, which is nice. That was in a old schoolhouse on the second floor, and if you're a photographer, you can appreciate. So it was a lot of work to rig up my lights because I created the shadow that you saw there. That was all with my lighting. So here we are at Cedar Point. Of course, the projector isn't doing justice to the fact that I did make the sky look nicer. It was gray, of course, right? What would you expect? So I had to go in with Photoshop and replace that. So here's a mixture of jobs that I've done and also images just for myself. This was an ad where it involved, casting a model and finding a location and a lot of the work that we get into photography. Here was a shot that was totally unplanned. I actually went to some farm area, livestock place to photograph a bull. That was the job, and I shot the bull, but afterwards these two guys were the handlers. I said, "Hey, would you guys stand there?" Because they were so awesome. Anyway, here's a picture I did for myself. This man down here is an auto mechanic, and this is his homemade auto pit with all these wonderful tools here, and so that was something I did just because I thought it was such a cool place. Here is a shot I did again for myself. This man here is an architect, and that's part of a house that he designed. That's just part of the house. And so I thought, wow, when I saw that room, I said, definitely got to get in here with a camera. I do basically a mixture of people and product photography. So the rest of the images are product-based. Here's something I did. This was for a job, actually, for a brochure cover. That's a loom, in case you were wondering. So it's supposed to be mysterious at first because the next page opens up, and here's the loom now, and it's got some threads, and then after that, there was even more complexity to it, so that was the theme running through this piece. And so we've got, here we go, another shot. This was a job actually for the company Sylvania that makes headlights. So turned out pretty good. And I got to drive the car home later and keep it overnight. That was definitely a plus. Here in Ohio, of course, there's a lot of this kind of work around. So this was a commissioned job for this company right here down in Medina that makes lift trucks, not tow motors. They're lift trucks, by the way. I do enjoy still life photography. I'm a meticulous, careful kind of a person. I love poring over details. So this was, as you can tell, these are hose clamps. Very, very boring product. And so I was very proud of the fact that I could make them into something that looked nicer than just a hose clamp and so elevate them. So the client was very happy, and so here's a couple shots from that project. And there we go. Another fairly Ohio type of an image, right? So I thought, how about a really jazzy background for a water meter? At least we got something and help bring some life into this thing. This is a personal image, so if you're wondering, if I could do something all day long forever, it would be pictures like this. And so this is a personal project I did because I love light and lighting and angles and lines, and I love graphic design too, by the way. I will never say that I can do it. I won't try, but I sure enjoy it. So here's a personal image. That's the Golden Gate Bridge. I rode a bicycle across the Golden Gate with a camera and stopped a lot and looked up, and so here's another personal image. This is actually done at night. This is in the seashore area of New Jersey, southern New Jersey, near Cape May. And way in the distance here, you can see the boardwalks. If you've ever been near South Jersey, you know what the boardwalk is. And this was another shot I did for myself, a landscape out in California. It's a shame you can't see more details, but the projector is, I'm afraid, really reducing details that are there, which actually are in throughout here. So anyway, one final shot just to again reinforce that if you're interested in participating in the raffle, I'm going to have that very device with me coming on the 27th, isn't that right, Spike? And so the lucky winner gets to have me calibrate and profile, to be more accurate, your monitor. So it'll look kind of like that, and I'm done. Thank you.